Hello there everybody, Summers Lookers here. Welcome back to the railway. Welcome to an unboxing and review. Well, technically an unboxing and review, because this wagon I'll be doing today is in this weirdly coloured box, which is brown and light brown. Quite nice. Which I think is basically a tanker. I wouldn't say wagon. Is it a wagon? I don't think people call it wagons these days. They just call it tanker. But yeah, so the tanker is in this box, which means I'll go unbox it down down by the track and show you what is actually inside this. So I'm actually quite excited because I've never seen it inside this before. So let's do this. So as you can see here, yes, nothing really exciting. It's just ordinary. So if I just take the top off the lid, and it reveals another box. It reveals a Hornby Railways tanker, which is a Shell tanker. And as you can clearly see, yes, I have already got two Shell tankers, but if you notice, I have actually got another Shell tanker, which if I just take it off the shelf here, without uncoupling anything else, because it's in the body position. Here's the other grey tanker. The difference is this has been weathered, which is alright, but it's been painted, and this one has not. So, and also, I'll go into details a bit later. But yeah, it's already looking quite nice to me. It's a bit wonky in the package at the moment. But yeah, two Shell tankers, one weathered, one not. Which I will now unbox this one. As you can clearly see, this is from Hornby Railways. So this tells you that this is about 40 years old. I mean, apparently this was built in 1978. So what's that? 44 years old. And it still looks good. So yeah, right. Let's take it out of the box. And, move the packaging out of the way, and then some bubble wrap. Don't do that. And the tanker is here. Oh, nearly dropped that there. Don't fall over. Yep, there it is. Oh, blimey. Very nice. As you can see, at one point I did find it something funny about this. Right, when I first saw on the picture of it, I thought it said no naked something. I'm not going to say it's right. I thought it was quite rude, but then when I look at it closely, I can now say it says no naked light, which means it's very flammable. This is obviously it's Shell, and we'll go on to details later. But so far, we might have a small problem. The wheels have all come out on their positions. So that's a problem. We'll just put them back into position. Gosh, again, in the hole, wherever the hole is. What is going? Aha! There it went in. Don't know what went wrong there. Must have come out of position in the packaging. Well, that's one packaging flawed. I mean, yep, now it's nice and free. Yeah, it's looking quite good. The Hornby Railways tanker, or Shell tanker. Right, let's put it on the white background and find out what amazing detail this one has on the 44-year-old tanker from Hornby Railways. Let's go. So here we have the Hornby Railways Shell tanker up against the white background, and so far, yes, the colour is quite nice. And also, instead of having a black top, this time it actually has a grey top for stepping, where you can step along on it, well, on top of the tanker, and not slip off or hurt yourself really badly. Because sometimes the fuel can spill out and it can cause disaster, and then so on, and then about an hour later, everyone's probably in the hospital because the thing's blown up. But apart from that, yes, I mean, there's it might be a green, looks green, there's a little scab here, but there might be because of the how old it is, 44 years old. And you got 2 Jewish stars here. That's the olden day version of 2 stars, how many stars they actually got in the star restaurant. So yeah, and there's just lines everywhere, but I think there should have been writing there, but obviously it's too small, so they just put dashes here and here. And then obviously you can see no naked light there. And 500, that'll be 500, I think, gallons, probably 500 gallons. It will most likely be, because it wouldn't be litres, because it'll be probably the smallest, pretty small. If it was 500 litres, then it'll probably just fill up, what, for example, probably like 500 bottles, ish. Well, yeah, ish. Yeah, and as you can see, the buffers all plastic, which is all right, which is fine for that time. I mean, I do prefer sprung buffers, but wagons I don't mind, don't really care, because wagons I don't really feel like wagons shouldn't really have sprung buffers. It should be really coaches and locomotives normally. But as you can see here, these are 2 stickers of the shell, and if I just turn it around, yeah, exactly the same on the other side. Some more stickers, yeah, and they're really good. I'm just running off the track here. Come on, stay. There we go. Yep, and there's the steps. The steps look fine. Metal wheels this time, which is actually, hang on. Yeah, the other shell tankers have metal wheels as well. And it should be alright for the hill test, which I haven't actually done on my railway, on my layout, for some time now. So it'd be quite nice to do that again. The last time I did it was, the last review I've actually done on one of my layouts, which I have been going over them just to make sure that what has changed over time, which it's quite nice to see what my layout first looked like and then what it looks like now, which is quite nice. And also you've got broad couplings here, not the M couplings, which broad couplings were the heyday of the time back then. And yeah, this has been used today, and you can see a brake rod here, which is actually quite nice, which obviously will be stopping the wagon from moving off. I mean, this must be before they came in with the wheel, which is you just get it and just twist it instead of the pulley. Which the lever was the older version of the wheel, which well, yes, it was more capable, but the lever was had more pressure. It gained pressure really quickly. And the wheel, it just spin it and it slowly goes onto the wheel, and it takes about a few minutes for it to actually clamp onto the wheel, which was a bit annoying. But anyway, let's do the hill test, which I haven't done for some time. So here we go with the hill test. When I was saying about things have changed over time, as you can see, the road is now here, since Christmas time-ish. And which before it was just this sort of matting, and the roads here, it's quite nice detail. I mean, I have to take the bus out of the way, which I guess you haven't seen before, which is a big red bus from London, the end. Bit funny there. But yeah, as you can see here, here's the Shell tanker, all ready to go. And just before I ask you where I got this from, I got it from eBay for £3. Not bad. For £3. So let's give this a nudge and see how far it runs down this hill. Hopefully it'll go far, or maybe not. Here we go. A nudge. And as you can clearly see, it has got stuck already. My bigger nudge this time. Yeah, it seems that the metal wheels have sort of got caught on the second radius curves, which I must give it a little bit more of a push. A bigger push sends it a little bit way down the hill, a bit further. As you can see, it's now there on the long straight at the bottom of the hill, or the bottom of the hill tunnel. So I should really call it. But if I do that, looks alright, but the second radius curves, it nearly got down the hill again. The second radius curves absolutely kill it. Oh, it's derailed. No, that's my fault, that's her. Yeah, it's nice and free. I mean, the second radius curves do kill these, sometimes kill these ones that have tight flanges. The ones that don't have the tight flanges, easy roll on the hill. Like the southern coaches I did. The mortal coaches I did, sorry. Okay, when I say southern, I don't mean literally southern. I mean, people, when I say southern, people might think, oh, you've mixed up Americans and then English together. No, I have not. I'm talking about English people. English! Not Dorian English, but English. But anyway, let's get this tanker coupled up in the middle of a train and get it going. And see, well, you probably know what other tankers will be with it. But let's find out what the train and the other wagon, well, tankers, are doing for you today. Here we go. So here we have the Hornby tanker, well, Shell tanker, up on the track, and between the yellow Shell tanker and the weathered Shell tanker. And at the front of this, I have got the Lima Class 33, as I thought it was suitable for this rake of 5 tankers plus one British Railways brake van. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reverse the Class 33 and then we'll couple up to the tanker, couple up to the other tankers, and then be off on its way. Just noticed some people have died on the platform. It might be that it's probably saying that's the halfway point of, well, 6 months old, he's still dying. It might remind me of the time, it's probably saying it's been 6 months, or over 6 months now, ish. Stay on there. He's dead anyway. I mean, he's been running the whole time on his platform, not moving at all for his whole life. Yeah, it brings me back to, it must be 6 months since the Halloween special, which it's got a couple of people saying it as they come into a room. Sorry about that. Right, let's get the Class 33, hopefully in the right direction. Reversed up with those tankers, it's got the front, and then couple of the other tankers behind it. So I'm just going to reverse it back, hopefully in the right direction, and it is. So reversing up into that one, and then to that one, and then move it off. And there they go. And as you can clearly see, if I move the camera further down the station, here we have the Class 55 Deltic with a bit of a mixed freight train of vehicles, trailers, and some containers, which I will now set off. And I'm probably sure the 33 will come round at the point where it's leaving, which it will be. Oh, and the 55 can decide to cut out, meaning they're probably waiting for the 33 to come past, which you'll probably see now. There it goes. Here's the new tanker. If we just give this 55 a nudge, because I haven't run anything on this line for some time now. Because a lot of things going on. Why isn't it running? It hasn't died or anything, has it? Weird. Something over here, maybe? Ah, there it goes. Track coming apart over here. Oh, and it stopped again. Ring the nudge should go off again, which it is still not. moving at all. I might have to walk over it now. Technical difficulties right there. I fear there's something close to the rail, which it has. The car transport has decided to derail. Unexpectedly, people. Unexpectedly. 55 has just come back from an overhaul, so there's a bit small teething problems there. And also, on the very inner track, I have got a diesel shunter, well, my only diesel shunter, with a small rake of small tankers, which will get going. You just see the 33 in the background there. The dodgy controller, fortunately, which is, I mean, it's getting over it slightly, but apart from that, it doesn't really like running that well. So, come on. Yeah, it's still a little bit cranky after I fixed it. Come on. Go on. There we go. Right, enjoy the swing session. And 55 has decided to stop again. And the steam shunter has now derailed. Because the inside track is a little bit nascent. But apart from that, enjoy this running session, everyone. Shot of 33 going to the tunnel. And there it goes. There's a tanker. There's the end of the train. And also, there is another diesel on the line, that's in one of the sidings. Do try and spot, which it's a very old locomotive. I think it's like 6 years old now, which you probably can guess it. There's 33 in the background, and here comes the diesel shunter. Yep, try and spot that other diesel. Here comes the 33. I just quite like the tanker train. It's much longer now, which means it's more realistic. Much more realistic now. Right, so that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing review without anyone's help this time. I think you just saw the mystery locomotive. The 55 has now decided to stop after its teething problems, well, teething troubles, I should say. There's diesel shunter. And I'll see you next one with some more tanker reviews, and obviously some other reviews included. Please put down in the comments what you think of this 44-year-old tanker, and you might decide to buy one on eBay or something, and you might try one yourself. So with that, everyone, I'll see you next one for some more unboxing reviews, and with that, that's all I've got time for. Goodbye, everyone.